Welcome to Lesson 34, Writing Numbers Through Hundred Millions, Part 2. Yesterday, we learned about how to write hundred millions in word form. Today, we're going to focus on digit form. Okay, so if you are following along in your book, then I am on page 151, and this is, as I said, Lesson 34. So let's scroll down to our first example, and there it is. Example number 1. Use digits to write 895,270, period. Now, when you first read that, you can be kind of overwhelmed by all of the information that's been given to you. So let's break it down step by step and do real reading. Look, they even give you that right here. They say it is a good idea to read the entire number before we begin writing it. So don't be so quick with your pencil. Slow down, do real reading, stop and think, metacognition, so you can get it right the first time. You actually save yourself more time if you slow down at the beginning and get it right the first time than if you rush through it, miss it, and have to keep correcting over and over and over again. So it seems like you're going slow, but you're actually saving time. So let's break this down. Use digits to write. Okay, that's your first part. You're going to use digits to write. You know, digits are the symbols we use to write numbers, like 1 is a digit, 2 is a digit, 7 is a digit, 9 is a digit. These are all digits. And I just cleared the ink because I want to focus on what are we going to be writing with digits. We're going to be writing this number, and I'm going to switch to my favorite, 895,000 zoop 270. You know what? I think it would be helpful if I went back and, yeah, highlighted the first part of the number before the zoop in yellow, and let's highlight the second part of the number after the zoop or the comma. If you're in my room, you know zoop is comma. 270. And there's a reason I'm doing that, because that's actually going to help us write the number. It's not going to be so difficult. So when you're writing a number using digits, especially a really big number, look for our friend, the comma. Right there it is. Hello, comma. 895,000. Now, you see the comma? I want you to stop. When you see the word thousand, like you see right here, that tells you the place value, okay? So some of the words are digit words or number words, and some of the words like thousand, that's a place value word. So when you see the word thousand, we know we're going to place a thousands comma after the digits that tell us how many thousands. So we read the part of the number before the word thousand. This part right here, 895. Okay, and I know that because it's thousands, I'm going to need to draw some lines to indicate a place value. So the thousand is the fourth number to the right, but this says hundred thousands, and that is not the, this is the fourth number, the fifth number, the sixth number to the right. So we need 6 lines because that's how many places we have in this number. So I have drawn 1, 2, 3, zoop, 1, 2, 3, zoop. And the first number that goes there is this, 895. 895. And then I put a zoop, a comma, and then I'm ready to read the second half, which is kind of split up into 2 parts there. 270. And I think, what does 270 look like? That looks like this, 270. And that's how you write a really big number using digits. You have to really do real reading. I love the fact that we're doing this lesson, because those of you that are fighting me secretly about doing real reading and you're still rushing through, you know who you are. I'm looking at you right now. You just don't know it. You are going to be forced, I love it. You're going to be forced to slow down and read slowly. My dog is really looking at me like I'm crazy, but she doesn't know I'm a crazy kind of teacher. I will do whatever it takes to help kids learn. That's right. Let's look at example 2. Oh yeah, let's do it. Use digits, that's what we're going to be focusing on in this lesson, to write 135 million. Whoa! Turn to your neighbor or silently to yourself and say, oh my, that's a big number. I wish I had that much money. Well, maybe you will someday if you work hard. 135 million. Okay, here is the place value word, million. And we know that million has not 6 digits in it, but this one's going to have 9. That's right, because it's 100 million. So you're going to draw your lines. After you read, you draw your lines. 1, 2, 3, zoop. 1, 2, 3, zoop. 1, 2, 3. Okay? After you read, that's the first step. Then you're going to draw your place value lines. That's the second step. Then you're going to go back into the problem and you're going to find the digit words, the number words. And here it is, 135. Hang on, my dog wants to sit in my lap right now, so I'm going to stop writing and make her a little lap. Don't sit on that. There you go. Okay, she wants to join us for our lesson. She's a smart dog. She likes to learn. 135. So we're going to write 135. Now, notice, hey, there's nothing after this period. In fact, there's just a period. There's nothing written. No thousands, no hundreds, no tens, no ones, nothing. But we need to have some kind of digit after 135 million. Otherwise, it's just 135. And while $135 is nice, I'd rather have 135 million. Thank you very much. So what you put is a 0. That's right, just a bunch of zeros. That's not hard, is it? Not at all. Okay, so that's example 2. Let's scroll down and look at example 3. Ooh, this is a good one. Example 3. Use digits to write. Okay, we know that part. 7,025. Here it is. 7,025. Now, what's my place value word? That's right. Right here. Let me highlight it. 1,000. Okay. So, what is the thousands? The thousands is the fourth number to the right. So we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, right? And after the first one, we're going to put a zoop. So then we'll have 3 after it. So we write a 7 in the thousands place. And then my next number is a 25. But wait, remember? If you drew your lines, you're not going to be thrown off by the fact that 25 just has 2 digits in it. But I have 1, 2, 3 places that I need to fill in with numbers. What do I write? Well, you don't write this. That's a big no-no. You have to put in, that's right, our friend the 0 again. Very handy, that 0. And then you can put your 25. So not only do you need to, step 1, real reading. That's the first thing you're going to do. Slow down, no rushing through. If you miss this, I'm going to know you rushed. Guessing detected. Step 2 is to draw your lines, your place value lines. That way, if you only have 2 digits, but you have 3 lines, you're not going to make this mistake right here. You're going to get it right. Okay? So, real reading, draw your lines, and then look for number words. A number word would be like 25 right here, or 7. Okay? Some words are number words. Some words, like thousand, are place value words. One more sample. Here we once again are using digits to write. And here's our big number, like this one, 2,300,000. 2,300,000, okay? Now some of those words are number words, like two, that's a number word, but some of them are place value words, like million, all right? And we know that million needs to have one, two, three, zoop, one, two, three, zoop, one, two, three. It needs to have 9 lines drawn. So I've done real reading and I have 9 lines. Now, here's another place value word, thousand. Okay, so let's break it down. Here's a comma and here's my period. So let's break it down. Everything in front of this comma. It's 2 million. Okay, so we're going to write the 2 right here. It's not 20 million, it's not 200 million, it's just 2 million. So you can just quietly get rid of these lines in front. And if you have an eraser, you can do that. So it would look like this right here. 2 million, and then you put your zoop. Now we're ready to focus on this part, 300,000. So that's going to be 300, and this is the thousands part. And then notice there's just a period, and you know what goes if there's just a period? That's right, a bunch of zeros. And that's how we use digits to write large numbers. Now at the top of page 153, there are several practice problems, and notice this asterisk here. That means there are some more practice problems in the back of your book if you get stuck. So use digits to write each one of these numbers, and remember the step-by-step guide that I taught you right here. Real reading, slow down, read it several times. Draw your lines, your place value lines right here, and look for those number words like we did right there, like 2 or 300. That's a number word. All right, persevere until you get this right, because you know, say it with me, quitters never learn and learners never quit.